Hey everybody, welcome to Did You Hear About This? I'm Bill.
I am Scott.
So I'm curious how many listeners out there took us up on the challenge to watch Zardoz.
Well, I can tell you how many co-hosts did.
You did?
I watched the whole thing.
You checked it out?
Not the whole thing, I lie. But I watched almost the entire thing. Yes, I fell asleep.
Well, that was easy to fall asleep to. That movie was just crazy. We'll talk about that because we also were supposed to watch Stay Tuned.
I watched that too.
You did? I watched it just today in fast forward on YouTube.
In fast forward, that feels like it's cheating.
It is cheating, but I was running out of time and I had to watch it.
Do you know where I watched it?
Where?
I actually went out of my way and downloaded Tubi. I am now a Tubi user.
Welcome to the club.
Just so I could watch Stay Tuned. I don't have an account though. Like I couldn't save my progress. But yeah, I watched all of that.
Oh yeah, I'm signed in. It knows all about me.
I was surprised how good the selection was on Tubi.
It's not bad.
No.
Almost everything is there.
Even stuff that I thought would be like Disney exclusive on Tubi.
Let me rephrase. Almost everything bad is there. But Disney's on there?
I saw a Disney movie on there, yeah, and I thought, why is this here?
How's that possible?
I don't know.
What movie was it?
I can't think of it right now off the top of my head. Haunted Mansion, maybe? That would be bad enough to be on there.
That would be bad enough to be on there. That movie's so bad that Disney's like, get rid of it. Get it off our platform. It stinks. It's stinking up the joint. Throw it to Tubi.
And I'll tell you something else. Since I watched Zardoz, my Amazon Prime thinks I have a shit taste for movies.
That'll happen.
Because when I fell asleep at the end of it, when I woke up, I only probably fell asleep for 20 minutes. I woke up in the middle of like the original Nosferatu.
Yeah.
Which is like, again, a very dense movie.
I haven't seen that yet.
Oh, it's good. I haven't watched the remake of it yet with Skarsgård.
Has that come out?
I don't know.
By now it must have.
I don't think it has. I would have watched it, I think.
With Skarsgård.
I think it probably would be on HBO Max or HBO Now or Max or, that one.
That one. That one that changes its name every year.
Yeah. What's that guy's name?
Zaslav.
Yeah, we'll call it the Zaslav app.
It's very close to Zardoz.
Zardoz.
Well, before we jump into that, I watched a movie that I want to talk about.
Not one of these two.
Not one of these two. I watched another movie because it just came out on Disney Plus. Almost no fanfare at all. Almost no announcing through the channels that Disney usually announces their movies. Thunderbolts landed on Disney Plus, and like nobody knows about it.
Last night?
Wednesday. Or
that was last night.
Oh yeah, that's right. Because today is Thursday. It's been a long week. Yeah, so I watched it yesterday.
Really?
And I have thoughts about it. It's almost a great movie.
I've heard that it wasn't terrible.
The performances were great. The characters who I went in going, I don't really give a shit about any of them. I started to care about.
Okay.
But it's another one of these hodgepodge Marvel movies where you can tell they're cutting it up. They had some kind of script, some semblance of a story, and they filmed it, and then they just chopped the fuck out of it to make it fit some kind of change for change's sake. I don't know. The directing was good. The performances were great. The cinematography was great. But there's so many plot holes in the damn thing that it was almost a great movie. They got close this time.
You think producer Patrick from last week's episode might be on that the algorithm had him cut shit out while they were filming?
Maybe, but the things that they're cutting out throws you right out of the movie.
Yeah, it's plot holes.
It's plot holes, and it's also things that you just go, what the fuck? Like there's a scene where, and I'm not spoiling anything because it's in the trailer, but the Captain America character, right?
U.S.
soldier. He's got the super serum, so he's strong as Captain America.
Yeah.
And he's fighting the Black Widow of this movie.
Oh, okay.
Right?
That's Florence Pugh?
Yeah. But what's the character's name?
Ilyana? Ilyana?
Yeah,
Ilyana?
I don't know.
I think it's Ilyana or something along those lines. Something Russian?
Yeah, she's Russian. So she doesn't have super serum in her, right? Super soldier serum.
No. She was just part of the Red Room project.
Well, they're fighting. He's got a knife on her. He's pressing it down into her face because he's trying to kill her in the beginning.
And she couldn't do it.
And she's holding him back.
Yeah.
And it's like, that's the kind of thing that drives me nuts because you watch this movie and you're like, wait a minute, that doesn't make sense. Why did they release this movie with a scene that doesn't make sense? And then when there's a bunch of little scenes like that that don't make sense, it takes you out of the movie in the long run. And that's the problem for me.
That scene sounds like they took it right out of Die Hard 2.
Why? What happened there?
Well, it was an ice pick, or an ice sickle, rather, and Bruce Willis stabbed a Russian dude in the face. But he actually stabbed him.
But this guy's a super soldier. He could flip a truck.
But he's not Steve Rogers.
So I was watching a breakdown Ryan Airy's breakdowns from Screen Crush.
Okay, yeah.
Which I haven't been watching a lot of, but I decided
haven't either.
I liked this movie enough that I watched it. And somebody had asked the question, like, well, how could that happen? And Ryan Airy made up a reason. He's like, well, she was wearing her shocking bracelets, and she was really shocking him when he was trying to do it. And if you look carefully, he's wincing. And I'm like, no, that's bad directing. Like, I totally missed that. That's what slowed. That's why he couldn't stab her.
Was he wincing, or was he focusing his energy trying to stab, like, grimacing, trying, you know what I mean? Like, unless you're seeing electric, you're making shit up to try and make a bad movie good.
Yes, and it drove me nuts watching his video.
Fuck that. That's a bad answer, Ryan.
He's trying to fill in the plot holes for me. And I'm like, no, you're not doing a good job.
I appreciate your headcanon trying to make sense of shit, but at some point it's still just shit.
Yeah. Well, I remember even being a kid going, why do they put these movies out with the plot holes? Why don't they just, if they could only call me and go, we got about 2 weeks until we're about to ship this thing, call Bill. And then I show up, I watch the movie with a pad and a pencil, and I take notes, and I go, here's all the problems that you got to go quickly fix. Usually these problems can be fixed with editing.
I'll tell you why. Because I heard about you and your long distance scam that you were ripping off the phone companies back in the day. You can't be trusted.
No.
You'd be out there bootlegging.
Steal the master tapes and get them on the streets of New York and the bootleggers row.
We'll get people listening to this podcast. Spoilers all over the place.
Oh man, I don't know. I was so into the movie, but I was rooting for it. And then by the end, I was like, this thing's just full of holes.
Yeah, that's a shame.
You gonna watch it?
I will watch it. Actually, I thought I was going to watch Superman the other night because it showed on Amazon when I went to go watch Zardoz. And they wanted me to pay $35, and I was like, I'm not that interested in Superman yet.
That fucker from Screen Crush, I was watching a Peacemaker breakdown, and he basically spoiled the entire Superman movie for me.
Yeah, you said.
Did I say that?
Well, not on the air. I think you told me in person, like IRL.
I don't need to see Superman now.
Yeah.
Like, I guess I was supposed to have seen it by now, and the period between spoilers was called off by Ryan Airy over there at Screen Crush.
If you were a real fan, you would have watched it the day it came out.
Some of us like to wait till it comes to streaming.
Fair.
But I don't know. I mean, yeah.
I did watch the first Peacemaker.
What'd you think of that?
Yeah, it happened.
Yeah. Yeah, was it good? I don't know.
There were funny parts, It's not great that the Eagle is like the funniest thing in the show so far. You know what I mean?
Did you expect to see dongs and boobs in that one orgy scene? I was like, well, that was not expected. That doesn't really fit with the Superman world.
The whole thing I was trying to figure out was like, is this even happening in real life, or is he just so drugged up that this is what he's seeing? But then the guy was looking in from the outside. He was like, yeah, it's an orgy going on. I was like, okay, so everybody else can see it. Right. Now they saw the multidimensional room that apparently is a shared room with other dimensions and other doors and the multiverse.
Basically, the multiverse entrance. Yeah. So, yeah, I was confused by that too. How did the orgy appear there?
It just came out of nowhere. Like, he was just doing lines of coke.
So, what is it? Was it a real orgy, but the other guy could peer in the window and see it?
Economist guy, what's his name?
Economist or something.
Yeah, he saw it because he was reporting back to Rick Flag.
Yeah, I don't get that.
And shouldn't Rick Flag Sr. be older than what he is cast in this show?
How old do you think he is?
He looks like he's maybe, I don't know.
10 years older than his kid.
Just 10 years.
Like, he doesn't look much
older. That's what
older.
I'm saying. Not old enough to be his dad.
Right.
He doesn't even look like the way that he's drawn in Creature Commandos.
No, not at all.
That's what I'm basing. He doesn't look old enough because the your cartoon's older than you are, dude.
Your cartoon is gray.
This is bad casting.
Yeah, it's a little weird.
He's a completely gray.
Yeah, but that fucking Ryan Airy spoiled Superman for me. I know everything that happens in Superman now. All the cameos, all the little...
We'll have more tact than that. We're not going to talk about it here because I don't want to hear it because I still want to watch it kind of unscathed.
Yeah, I thought I'd spoil it for everybody just because I'm in a bad mood about it.
No. You sit with that yourself.
Yeah, I'll sit with this knowledge. I still want to see the movie, but...
I think the gag order for spoilers should be until it actually hits free streaming. I mean, premium free streaming, but not pay-per-view like it is now.
Agree. Let's go to Congress with this one.
That's the rule we're going to follow. Okay. We're going to lead by example here, Bill. Having said that, Zardoz. I got to talk about this.
We can spoil this one. It's been out since
1978.
Yeah. All right, so you said earlier you took some notes on it.
I took some notes. It's the only way I can keep my fucking head straight. This was insane. First note, you said it perfectly right. Dense is the right word. This was the densest movie I'd ever seen. It's artsy. There's nudity in it, but it's like artsy nudity, and then it's post-apocalyptic, and it seems like it's like barbaric, but it's still somehow in the year 2300. So it's in the future after an apocalypse happened. You kind of said last week there's Eternals and then there's Mortals. And the Eternals are immortal. They can't die. And they're inside like this shielded oasis kind of thing.
Yeah, what was that? I don't know.
It was like this dream city where they're in there and there are all these beautiful people and they're walking around with their titties hanging out and everything's great. And, you know, speaking of orgies, I mean, there was basically orgy scenes going on in here. And Sean Connery's character, he's like this barbarian from the outworld, and he sneaks inside this oasis, inside the stone head of Zardoz.
He's just there. All of a sudden, he's in there.
But let's talk about the fact that Zardoz was killed within the first 5 minutes of the movie.
And he floated away in a weird death scene.
But because he was immortal, he was a fetus growing in a room back in the oasis. I'm telling you, man, dense. Fucking dense and crazy. And this whole movie started off with like a 2-minute vignette of the Zardoz character as a floating head, not the stone head, mind you, but like a floating head talking to the screen to tell you that he is a pseudo-god that was playing God to the barbarians of the outer world, going under the name Zardoz, and now you know. And I was like, what the hell was that?
Didn't he have like a normal name like Paul or something?
Arthur.
Arthur, yeah.
But yeah, first name, I was like Arthur Fletcher, Arthur something.
Yeah.
But it was fucking rough. And then I read after I watched this movie that whole 3-minute, 2-minute vignette, whatever it was, the studio made them shoot that after the fact of filming wrapping so that people that saw the movie would know what the hell's going on. And I got to tell you, it didn't work.
It didn't help at all. No, and instead of being like, hey, let's dress this character up, they basically took a Sharpie and drew on a little
mustache.
And beard.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so ridiculous looking.
So dumb.
And then he makes a comment about show business. So I was like, what kind of movie are we watching here? Is it a meta type of movie?
It was like he was breaking the fourth wall. That's why I kind of thought it was like artsy.
Yeah.
But I don't know. And here's the real problem with it. By adding that guy as the introduction to the movie, and then to kill him within the first 5 minutes, I was like, well, now what the hell are we doing?
But what was the motivation for Sean Connery to go into the head, to walk around, see all the bodies in there? Like, all of a sudden, that happened. My problem with the movie is it was a bunch of scenes that I could not find the connective tissue.
Here's what I got from it. And see if you followed along with this or not. So the Eternals that were immortal, they actually wanted death. They were like bored. They had done everything. There was nothing left to do. They almost wanted to die. So they find him walking around inside and they're like, oh, this guy's the answer. This guy, the only thing he knows how to do is kill people. And really all Sean Connery did was walk around in a red Speedo with a handgun shooting everything. Like if he saw something he didn't understand, he would just shoot it. And do you notice like besides that 2-minute vignette, the first 10 minutes of this movie, aside from Zardoz saying that the gun is good, the penis is evil. Aside from that, and people going, Zardoz, Zardoz, there was no vocal parts at all.
No.
It was annoying.
Yeah, it was very annoying.
Sister Michelle, what did you want us to get out of this? Is this it? Is this it? Were you as lost as we are?
Are you mad at us?
What did we do to deserve this?
Is that why you recommended this movie?
So the Eternals wanted death, but they couldn't die. And Zed was Sean Connery's character. They envied him. They thought that he was the answer to their problem. But he had no idea what the hell was going on, and neither did I.
Right.
And here's the real kicker. Zardoz, they got the name from The Wizard of Oz.
Right.
Because at one point in time, once Sean Connery's inside the Oasis, he stumbles upon a library with all of the literature of man, and he reads Frank L. Baum's Wizard of Oz, and he just happens to cover the cover title on the book with his fingers, and he covers the W and the eye, and it says Zardoz. And he realizes that the whole floating head that he was worshipping in the Outlands, that trained him to kill and gave him guns, was basically a con so that he would kill everybody for this Eternal that wanted to die.
I hate the coincidence factor in movies, but that's the biggest one ever. He just happened to pick up the book. He just happened to put his thumbs right on the perfect letters to spell the word Zardoz.
But it was almost worse than that. He actually looked at the book and then covered it with his thumbs. Like, it's almost like he saw it and then covered the letters with his thumbs to make it say Zardoz. But like, dude, you just learned to fucking read.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, you're playing cryptograms?
So does me.
Get the fuck out of here. I was so mad at this thing.
Yeah, so dumb.
As I said, I fell asleep, missed the end, and I have zero interest in going back and watching any of it.
So you don't know the final scene?
No. Do you?
I do, but I don't even know how to explain it.
What? Does he kill the Immortals?
No.
Oh, and here's the thing. When the Immortals do something, because it's like a real, like the Oasis is really, what do you call it? Everybody agrees. Everybody gets along. It's a real paradise, I guess. But if somebody goes against the rest of the people, they just magically add 50 years to their life. But it's not so that they'll die. It's so that they'll get old and ugly and senile and nobody else wants to fuck them anymore.
Well, that's how this movie ends.
Just an orgy?
No, it ends with, I guess, I don't even know why, but they pair up Zed with the Charlotte Rampling. I think that's her name. I don't even know her name in the movie, but the main female.
Charlotte?
I don't know what her character's name was.
Oh, Charlotte was her actress's name.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought that was her name in the movie.
They pair them up. And then there's this weird scene at the end where it shows them getting older as they're sitting together next to a tree. And then all of a sudden they had a baby. And then next thing you see, the baby's now grown up 10 years. Then they cut again. The baby's now grown up 20 years and they're starting to get older. And it was just this weird, you go fast forward to the ending.
Nope.
But I don't know what it meant.
It meant that at least they were getting old and dying and the cycle of life was back on track, I guess.
But how did that happen?
I don't know.
How did Zed cause that to happen?
I don't know.
I'm telling you, I saw this movie and I don't have any of these answers. It took me 5 sittings to actually get this thing fucking done. And I still have no idea what this movie's about.
Well, now I see why I fell asleep. Because that would have, so... It's dense, but not to the point where you want to try and figure it out. It's to the point where it's like, I just want to get through this.
Yeah, they were trying to get the guy aroused in that one scene. That was very weird.
A lot of things were weird.
We made weird movies back then. We, like you and I made it. America made weird movies back in the 70s.
I think culture. I don't think it was just America. I've seen some shitty Italian movies from back then in the day, too.
Yeah, you got to say a movie like Zardoz would never be made today. Not because of the subject matter, just because of the style.
Unless some really, really popular producer had a passion project called Zardoz, and that's what he wanted to do. And now we are our next Megalopolis.
I was going to say, it sounds like you're describing Megalopolis.
That's exactly what I'm getting at.
Did you hear he's got a second passion project he's working on? Francis Ford Coppola? He can't find funding for it.
I was going to say, does he have enough money to make it happen?
No, he doesn't. He's trying to find funding for it.
God damn. Now, the second recommended movie, stay tuned. So this is the one I downloaded Tubi for.
Okay.
Yes.
It's free on YouTube. That's where I watched it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, illegally streaming, I'm sure. But
oh, okay. So, as previously mentioned, John Ritter, Pam Dauber, Mindy from Mork and Mindy, like you said, Eugene Levy.
Right.
Jeffrey the Diddler Jones.
Yep.
He's in there accurately playing Satan.
Was he Satan or Satan's helper? I think he was Satan's.
No, he was actually called Beelzebub.
Oh,
so he was, he's Satan.
Okay.
And even Don Pardone was in there.
Yeah, that's right.
But my favorite cameo in the whole thing, Captain Lou Albano.
You liked his cameo?
I was like, that's Captain Lou.
When they went to the wrestling world? Yeah.
Yeah. Underworld Wrestling?
Wrestling channel, I guess I should say.
Yes.
So why don't you explain what this movie's all about?
So for those that didn't take the challenge and watch, Stay Tuned is a movie, 1992. John Ritter's character is a guy who is a complete couch potato. He's watching everything on television this movie opens up not with a floating head with marker on his face, but with a little kid, like an 8-year-old kid, probably a 12-year-old kid, describing how much television his dad watches. And he says his dad probably watches a good 12 hours of television a day. And it's to the point where he's sitting there watching basketball games. He knows all like the classic movies by line. He's watching them, saying them along verbatim. He's even fencing because there's sword fighting in the one movie, and he knows all the fencing moves from the movie. So he's like really fucking obsessed with television. Not paying attention to his old lady. They're fighting because he watches too much television. She says that he's going through a midlife crisis and that he's not succeeding at work, and she's successful and he's not. And she actually throws like a trophy off the mantle through his television because he's paying no attention to her. Along comes Jeffrey Jones, tells him that he was hand-selected to win this contest.
Right, he's like a salesman coming to the door.
Right, but it's nighttime. He's wearing like a black trench coat, and he kind of looks like the murderer from I Know What You Did Last Summer. He looks like a longshoreman a little bit.
Without the hook.
Without the hook, right. Gets him to sign a contract where gets him this brand new, what was it, like a 50-inch television and a satellite dish in the front yard. And he got to try it. It was like a free trial or something.
First off, seeing that old TV and knowing that was like a big deal.
TV, yeah.
That was a big TV back in the day.
It was like a big cabinet TV.
It was a big cabinet. That was a big cabinet, and the satellite dish was massive.
Yes.
Ridiculously massive.
Yes. So what turns out happening is that by watching the television, you get sucked into the satellite dish where you now appear in different television shows, and you have to basically fight for your life to survive and get through like a static screen into the next TV show, or they were all TV shows. But like the TV shows that he was watching were like ridiculous things, like instead of Silence of the Lambs, it was Silencer of the Lambs, which was like a muzzle, like a Hannibal Lecter face mask muzzle for your kids. But then they also sold them for dogs.
Yeah.
So it was like a real like, what if television production was done in hell?
Part of it felt like UHF.
So I'm glad you brought that up, because I said this feels like, to me, it felt like a mix between Running Man, UHF, and The Burbs.
I've never seen The Burbs, but
With Tom Hanks?
Yeah, I've never seen that.
Oh, yeah.
But the other two, yeah, you're right.
And then there was also like a mix of Mom and Dad Save the World and Honey, I Shrunk the Kids in there.
Because of the kids.
Yeah, because the kids, of course, they come along. His kid's like a hacker, and he comes along and saves the day.
Right. Didn't the movie feel older to you?
It did.
Like 92, it felt like an 85 movie.
Yeah. And the thing was, it wasn't bad, but it wasn't as good as any of those other movies that we just named.
Yeah, I liked it, but I got bored of it. After a while, I was like, okay, the gag's running a little thin here.
And some of the show, they went into like a cartoon. I think last week you mentioned they went into a zombie version of Wayne's World.
Yeah.
And apparently, at least from IMDb's trivia or fun facts, Mike Myers and Dana Carvey were both invited to actually be on it, because the reason they got the idea for Wayne's World was not because Wayne's World, the movie, came out yet. It was because of the SNL skit. Dana Carvey and Mike Myers weren't available because they were actually filming Wayne's World, the movie.
Really?
So that's why they had two stand-ins, and they were like Zombie Wayne and Garth.
I know there were some Renaissance scenes. I'm trying to think of all the things they jumped through.
A game show. The wrestling, like we said.
The gangster scene.
The gangster scene where it was like a bold like film noir type thing.
Yeah.
But the thing is, Satan's trying to kill them in these shows, because if Satan kills them, he gets to keep their souls. But if they get to the end, then they get out and they're free and they can go along with the rest of their lives.
They had to survive for like 24 hours or something like that.
Yes. There was a timer of 24 hours, but there was also like a meter of like how close they were getting to the end. So the closer they were getting to the end, the more he tried to jump in and kill them.
I didn't really understand how Eugene Levy was needed for this movie.
He wasn't. He was Satan's helper. But because he offended Satan for bringing up the fact that one guy survived before, he's like, oh, you have to go do field work. He sent him into the television shows where he was like eaten by wolves and set on fire and all kind. He was just there to like get his shit kicked out of him.
Pretty much.
But he was kind of like helping them along the way. He told them, he was exposition. He helped them along the way, told them what they had to do and where they had to go.
Yeah, he was exposition.
That's exactly what it was.
I guess you're right.
But much more enjoyable than Zardoz. But then again, the bar wasn't set too high now, was it?
And the greatest scene is when all of a sudden he pops into the Three's Company world.
He was in Santa Monica.
That's my favorite part of it.
I guess that's, is that Venice Beach? No,
I don't know.
I think
I actually don't know where Three's Company was supposed to be set.
it was California, but he was definitely in their house.
Yeah. And then Janet and Chrissy come in. Where have you been?
Where
and he
have you been?
screams. I like that part. That was good.
That was very meta.
I kind of remember that from the commercial when the thing came out. That was in the trailer.
That was how they sold it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't have much more to say about it. It felt like a very 90s movie.
All right.
Well, late 80s, early 90s. It was right for its time.
When did UHF come out? Was that an 80s movie or a 90s movie?
Let's find out.
For me, there's a big tone change between 80s and 90s and 90s and 2000s.
I'm going to guess it was 89, but let's find out.
Because UHF really feels like an 80s movie. This one coming out in 92 feels like it was shot in, like I said earlier, 1985 to 1987. It just had that feel.
1989.
Okay, right at the end of the 80s.
Yep.
Because in the 90s, things started to get darker. Movies started to get a lot more violent, a lot more just kind of like music was getting.
I think that continued right into the early 2000s, too, with The Matrix and shit like that.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yep.
All right, well, people tell us what other movies we should see.
Brother Dan sent some over, but I don't have Paramount and The Perfect Couple on Netflix.
Yeah, no idea.
I don't know. Maybe.
Landman, I know that's something people like.
That's the
he
one with Billy
recommended
Bob
that.
Thornton. That's on Paramount, though. I don't have that.
And I think the My Little Pony movie was the other one.
That was that may have been the third one you recommended.
My Little Pony. He didn't, but that would be funny if he did.
I'll tell you what, though. I mean, I already downloaded Tubi. I mean, I can't download too many apps here, people. I don't like change that much. So what else is going on?
That's it. Watched the movie, worked, cleaned up after the party for Amy.
Oh, the party, yes.
Yeah.
Last Saturday we had the party. That was nice.
It's hard hosting 35 people.
I can't believe they all showed up.
They all showed up. I think 2 people didn't show up. So they're banned from the house. They can never come
We
in.
didn't miss you anyway.
No, I mean, it was a great time, but man, have you ever thrown a party for 35 people? It's a lot of work up front. It's a lot of cleanup the next day.
I've never thrown a party that large at my house before.
This is the first time I've done it.
Like, I've thrown parties that large, but I would, like, rent a place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we kind of put it together last minute, too. So it was like the hustle to get everything together. There was a lot of work.
Like, when Jenna threw me my 40th, we had it at the local bar. So we didn't have to do the cleanup.
That's the right way to do it.
Well,
that's the right way to do it. We should have done that.
This was a surprise party that wasn't a surprise.
Right. The surprise got ruined. Oy.
Ah, well.
Well, I'm glad you had fun at that.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, I think because Stay Tuned reminded me so much of UHF, I kind of went on a Weird Al music video deep dive on YouTube this week.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I watched a lot of Weird Al. Just not much more to say about that than if you haven't lately, refresh your memory. They're pretty damn good.
Is he still putting out stuff?
I feel like he's doing stuff where he'll team up with like a musician that's coming out with. It's not parody though. I don't think he's doing parodies anymore.
I think I heard he used to produce records. Like
maybe that's why he's
under
doing
a different name.
Maybe.
I don't know if that's true or I just made that up, but yeah.
I don't know. He's been on a couple podcasts. He shows up every now and again. He was promoting that Daniel Radcliffe fake biopic of his, but yeah, not much more than that.
Yeah. That was a good movie.
That was great.
What was that called? Weird.
It was called Weird.
The Weird Al story.
Yeah. Dr. Demento.
Who was played
Rainn Wilson played
Ray
him.
Wilson played him, yeah.
Looked just like him too.
I remember the scene where all the celebrities came in, like Alice Cooper comes walking in, Pee Wee Herman comes walking in. They all
they were all
in.
at that pool party.
Yeah. And then the one guy walks up there. They're like, who are you? And he's like, he says his name. They're like, we have no idea who you are. He goes, from Queen? Huh? No. The bassist is Queen? Oh, yeah.
And he's like, do a parody of my song. So they did. Another One Rides the Bus.
They did, yeah.
So that's what was happening in our world. What was happening in the rest of the world while we were mired down in this challenge drudgery?
Well,
to be fair, we asked for it.
Yeah, we did.
We're assholes.
I'm definitely an asshole.
Careful what you wish for.
Well, there wasn't a whole lot of news stories, but I got a few here that we could talk about. I guess the first one is it's that time of year where they fire people from Saturday Night Live. This is my favorite time of year because that's when they come out and they're either butthurt or they're always butthurt when they get fired, but they don't really have a great handle. Usually these are the young guys from the show that never really did well.
Yeah.
Like this one guy, Devin Walker, he was on the show for 3 years, but you almost never saw him. Almost never saw him. He was never funny, never made you laugh. So he got fired, and he actually went online and started to talk about it.
Well, I heard that Lorne Michaels came out saying there was going to be changes. And every time I read a headline that said somebody was leaving, it was like they were choosing to leave. But like so-and-so chooses to leave in response to announcement by Lorne Michaels.
Oh, I didn't get it like that at
But
all.
now this guy's getting shit canned.
Oh, yeah, they're getting canned.
Oh, love that.
So this guy, Devin Walker,
The other black guy that's not Keenan.
he says, to me, jobs in this industry feel like a bunch of little marriages. Some of them last for a long time if we're lucky, but most of them are fleeting. Permanent until they're not, Walker wrote. That's the deal. You know what it is when you sign up. He added, me and the show did 3 years together, and sometimes it was really cool. Sometimes it was toxic as hell, Walker continued. But we did what we made the most of what it was. Ooh, that's a hard sentence.
But we did, and we made the most of what it was?
But we did. This is him writing on social media.
I get it.
But we did what we made the most of what it was, comma, even amidst all of the dysfunction. We made a fucked up little family. Goes on to say he thanks his friends who were there. And then he says, I'm about to go to Japan. When I get back, I'm trying to.
Well, you only have 200 characters to work with, right? Is that still a thing?
200 characters in Twitter. I don't know what he wrote this on.
Okay.
When I get back, I'm trying to be in a prestige drama, ideally something with Julianne Moore. Just to be clear, this is good news. It was just time for me to do something different. Please don't be hitting me with the I'm so sorry. We're not on that at all, he wrote. Sometimes mom and dad just don't see things eye to eye. I love this little cryptic fucking subtweets.
About a job in SNL makes you think it's like a long-term marriage? Like, aside from Keenan, everybody moves on. Nobody stays there for much longer than 8 years.
And every cast member has been open about what kind of toxic place this is.
Oh, absolutely.
Like, you join knowing.
From season 1.
Right. You know you're going to have to fight for your life here. It's a dog-eat-dog cutthroat company that you're working for. It's got to be the
most competitive writing room ever.
Would you take that job?
No.
Yeah.
If I would do it the way that John Mulaney did it, where you're a writer on the show, but you're not an actual character. Like, you're not an actor on the show, you're just a backstage writer. The way that Seth Meyers started out, the way that Colin Jost started out, they were just comedy writers behind the scenes, just writing skits. But you're not writing skits so you get airtime. You're writing skits to put out funny shit, and there you go.
But if your stuff doesn't get on, you get fired.
Yeah, I mean, I feel that those people that were just, quote-unquote, just writers, wasn't Kevin Schmeigel. He was one, too. Isn't that his name?
Schmeigel, yeah.
He used to do, I think it was Kevin. Jeffrey Schmeigel?
Schmitty Schmeigel?
Schmitty. Oh, Schmitty. He did the Saturday Evening Funhouse and shit like that.
Robert
Schmeigel. There it is. Thank you. These guys were around for much longer than the other guys because maybe their pay rates are not based on how much airtime you get and shit like that, but you also have the ego involved with it. You're not trying to get yourself out there in front of people.
Your survival rate is based on how much airtime your material gets, or as a performer, how much airtime you get.
I guess, but if you're just that back there like feeding jokes and like throwing in and just, I feel like that's better than, I don't know, trying to write the next great Wayne's World or Coneheads.
I guess the question I have, back in the day when TV was different than it is now, and now there's social media and all these other things, the world doesn't need Saturday Night Live. So
sure,
if, this guy talking about it not working out, he's got an entirely different there's so much more available for him to go be something somewhere.
Sure.
Back in the old day, it was like, this thing is a vehicle to absolute stardom. I got to stick with it. I got to go through the hell. Now you don't have to.
Sure.
You don't need this job anymore. It's Saturday Night Live in 2025.
Yeah, how many people that left in the past 5 to 10 years went on to do something better?
Nobody.
No.
Nobody that I can think of.
Like, Kate McKinnon's biggest thing was the freaky Barbie doll in the Barbie movie.
Oh, I even forgot she was in that. Other than that, it was the Ghostbusters. Yeah, and then I haven't seen her in anything.
Kristen Wiig, she hasn't done anything as big.
Not really.
She had a few good movies here and there.
Even Bill Hader, you don't hear from much anymore.
Oh, he had what was that?
Larry or Barry or
Barry.
Something?
There you go. Thank you. I was going to say Ted, but it was Barry.
Was that a hit?
I liked it.
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't get to work with Henry Winkler and have it not be a hit.
Oh, you didn't tell me Henry Winkler was in it.
Oh, Henry Winkler's in it. And not only that, the Somebody Stole My Stapler guy from Office Space is also in there.
Oh, I like him. Amy and I were just watching skits on YouTube where it was Bill Hader doing impressions of people.
Oh, he's so good.
He's so good.
His Al Pacino is so funny.
That's the thing. When I watch this cast now, I'm like, none of these guys are as funny as they were a few years ago.
You know the funniest thing about Bill Hader, though? He does impressions of people that are like long forgotten. Like his Alan Alda is so fucking good as Alan Alda, but like most people know who the fuck Alan Alda is.
He does an impression of a tauntaun. Have you heard that?
Yeah, it was like the lost audition tapes for the New Hope.
I'll drop it in this recording. I'll drop the sound effects in.
I think I did a dying tauntaun. Do you want me to do it again?
Yeah, I want to hear a dying tauntaun. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, you know, in real life, he was the voice of BB-8 in The Force Awakens.
No, I didn't know that.
He did all the sounds for BB-8 because he knew J.J. Abrams.
Oh, shit.
And J.J. Abrams knew that he was such a huge Star Wars fan. He gave him the honor of being the voice of BB-8.
Beep, beep, boop, boop.
Yeah, I guess.
Beep, 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 beep. I always thought that shit was actual, like, synthesized computer chirps.
Bill Hader did the voice.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't watch the show anymore. I'm just not into this cast. They just don't make me laugh.
He's the funniest guy, though.
He is funny. He wrote for South Park for a little while.
I know. Just what a weird guy, man. So funny.
What else do I got? Oh, you sent this one over. This was pretty good. From livescience.com, scientists train an AI to drum like Linkin Park and AC/DC, but it sounds like it has plenty of practice to do. They're announcing this great breakthrough of AI drumming.
Oh, my God. I sent this over because I thought it was a follow-up story about, I was saying how the more technology gets involved in something, the less art there is. And after I clicked play on this video before I sent it to you, I thought, well, goddamn, I was right.
This is the worst drumming possible.
You gotta drop that in here too. It's not even like I thought. If anything, a computer could keep beat. I mean, a metronome is a computer. All it does is keep beat. This fucking thing can't even hit 1 and 4, 2 and 4.
Yeah, that's the crazy thing. I think it was able to keep the tempo, but it couldn't hit the beats. It at least maybe got. I couldn't even tell. It was such a jumbled mess. It was horrible. Yeah, I'll definitely put a track in here.
It starts with 1.
Add it right here.
It starts with
one thing. I don't know why. It doesn't even matter how hard you try. Keep that in mind. I designed this rhyme to explain in due time. All I know, time is a valuable thing. Watch it fly by.
Oh man, it sounded like I don't even know what. I'd say a drum set falling down the steps, but at least that has some kind of rhythm. I mean, at least that falls at 9.8 meters per second squared.
It's a more attractive sound than whatever this drumming was. It's so bad.
I didn't even listen to the other one. I listened to the Linkin Park one. I didn't listen to the other one because I was like, well, this can't get any better.
Was this an actual humanoid robot doing this? Because the video shows a virtual robot doing this.
It is a robot that, I mean, it's not a humanoid robot sitting behind a drum set. It is basically pistons and things holding sticks that, clearly there's sticks over top of the snare, there's sticks over top of the hi-hat, there's sticks, things like that. But it's not like, you wouldn't look at it and think, oh, that's a robot. You think, oh, that's a bunch of pistons sitting around a drum set.
Got it. Okay. Yeah, because that's not what they put on the video that I saw.
It was basically a virtual representation of what was really there.
In a video published on YouTube, Robot Drummer is shown mimicking the drum beats to two well-known songs. There's something a little off about the sound, it says, perhaps to make the drumming more accessible to the ear. Its renditions of In the End by Linkin Park sounds just off the rhythm. Yeah.
It really does.
Well, it's
not just off the rhythm.
Like way off. Like this is my first day drumming.
I think if you gave somebody a set of drumsticks that never even held the drumstick before, they could do a better job.
It also says here it did Roxanne by the Police, but I thought the title said it did AC/DC. I didn't hear the AC/DC where Roxanne
I didn't listen
won.
to the AC/DC either.
Well, so much for AI drumming. We're not quite there yet. That made me laugh. I'm actually, like, you said it over, and I was like, yeah, they're making fun of it in the title here, but it's going to be pretty good. No.
That's what I was expecting. I was like, oh, man. oh, I don't like this. This is almost as bad as AI on Spotify. And I was like, no, we're safe for a while. We're okay.
I record music still, and I have a drummer buddy, but it's hard to align with him and get him to record actual drum tracks and send them over.
Yeah.
So I also have different drumming software that I have to then program all the drums, or I can just take these grooves that are pre-built into it. And I'm like, well, then I'll sound like everybody else.
Right.
So I was intrigued. I'm like, get my own AI drummer. I wouldn't even touch this fucker.
You thought you were intrigued. I bet you Gene Simmons creamed his jeans.
He can do it all himself
He's
now.
You mean I could do this and not have to pay a drummer?
That's great.
That's fantastic.
Sign me up. It sounds perfect.
I'm going to have a roadie pay me $10,000 to carry that into the studio.
All right, moving on. We were talking about Marvel earlier. All right, the title of this is Kumail Nanjiani signed on for 6 Marvel movies before Eternals. He says, I thought it was my job for the next 10 years, but none of that happened. Man,
He got one movie out of 6?
He got one movie out of, I guess, yeah, he was
Or maybe
supposed to be
7.
I guess that's how big they thought this thing was going to be. We were just talking about it in the last episode, so I thought it was, interesting to bring up that he's now talking about it. He's on some podcast talking about it. He's like, yeah, I mean, I was devastated. I finally made it into the Marvel machine right as it was breaking down, basically.
Damn, I really do like him. He's funny.
And I haven't seen him in anything since the last Ghostbusters Frozen Empire.
Last thing I saw him in was a DirecTV commercial with Robert McElhenney. I'm
That's
sorry,
right.
Rob Mack.
Rob Mack, right? He changed his name.
Changed his name. Talk about how they got ripped and how they got how DirecTV got hot.
Right. Yeah.
They talk about themselves.
I
Very,
did see that.
Very tongue in cheek.
He says, I talked about how I was in this big movie. It came out right after COVID. So I had a year and a half at home to just be like, oh, when this thing comes out. But then it came out and it got really bad reviews and it didn't do that well. It shattered me too much. That's where I was like, oh, I need to go to therapy to figure this out. So it really fucked the guy up.
He changed his whole body. He got ripped.
He says, oh, I thought this was going to be my job for the next 10 years. I signed on for 6 movies. I signed on for a video game. I signed on for a theme park ride. They make you sign up for all this stuff. And you're like, this is the next 10 years of my life. So I'll be doing Marvel movies every year. And in between, I'll do my own little things, whatever I want to do. And then none of that happened.
Next thing you know, DirecTV comes calling.
Talk about a bad movie. This is one that took me like 5 watches too. This was a Zardoz for me.
I've never watched it.
Really?
I have no interest.
Yeah, I had to watch it in pieces. Could not get through it.
Do you think Angelina Jolie was the kiss of death for that?
I don't know. I mean,
she got some pompous, pretentious air about her in the press.
I just think the whole thing didn't match what was going on with the superhero movies at the time. They were just trying something different. Like we talked
how
about,
many characters did they shoehorn in that fucking thing?
and how many are memorable?
Exactly
None.
right.
None. Maybe there's just too many.
That's what I think happened.
Yeah, it's
And
like
then
when
again, you say that, and then you look at freaking Civil War, and you look at the other one, Endgame.
But we had a chance to learn those characters through their independent movies.
I guess if you want to call it a chance.
And here it's like, here's 10 people you got to meet and love right away. And it's like, wow, that's a lot.
They're gods.
That's a lot of superpowers.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it was boring too. But I think what they were going for there, because it was so expensive, the movie had a huge budget, but they were trying to go for realism. I appreciated that.
Yeah.
They got a director who was good at directing on location. So they spent a lot of money taking that stuff outside of the typical CGI studio. So I did like the look of it for the most part, but it didn't have a story that was interesting.
Yeah. It felt like the Watchmen version of MCU.
Maybe. I see what you mean.
That was kind of the same way. They had the same, like, you didn't really know those characters, and here they all are in this world you don't know, and some are good and some are bad and some are in between, and it's just like,
Yeah, and the aesthetics were good.
Yeah, and it was a story. It wasn't a fast-moving story.
That's your next Zardoz challenge. Go watch The Eternals.
Oof. Give me a week to recoup. I need to do some more deep dives on the Weird Al before I can get back to anything serious.
All right, well, how about one more? How about one last story, and then we'll wrap it up. From Hollywood Reporter, Cobra Kai creators tackling Knight Rider. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I read that. I don't know. Is it going to be a Trans Am, do you think?
I don't know. I have no idea what they're going to do here. Brother Steve actually sent me this story, too. I'd already had it in queue.
Yeah.
And he wrote, with technology today, with smart cars and self-driving, etc., can KITT be special enough? Yeah, like Is he going to be special? It's like, oh, there's one of those fucking self-driving cars.
Oh,
We've seen this.
Oh, hey, I just sat down and my car just said hi to me. It happens every time I get in my car. The screen lights up. I don't have vocals, I guess. It's not autonomous.
What are they going to have to do for this movie to work? I mean, who's going to care? They put out a Knight Rider sequel on TV maybe about 20 years ago. Do you remember that?
I remember the spoiler came up and he went faster, or was that the original?
That was the original when they...
That was like that was like after the jump the shark of the original. Though.
That was the jump the shark moment.
Okay. That's right, because Kit had Car as its evil enemy.
Right.
That was that was at the very end of the series.
Right.
What was the relaunch? I don't remember this. So Hasselhoff wasn't involved with this, though, right?
I think he made a cameo. So I'm looking this up. It was in 2008. The AI overview from Google says you can watch the 2008 Knight Rider TV movie and series on streaming services like Plex and Pluto TV. No Tubi.
I do have Pluto, though.
I remember it coming out. I remember being interested because I loved Knight Rider as a kid. And yeah, it's like a brand new, modern day. It's a sequel to the show.
Well, these Cobra Kai showrunners need a little bit more out of you than that, Bill.
Yeah, I don't know how they're gonna make this work. It didn't work last time.
I don't know.
It seems less likely to work this time.
I say there's no foolproof plan that is going to work.
Would it need Hasselhoff? I think it would.
I think it would.
Yeah, because nobody's gonna care. This is for us. This has to be for us. Nobody younger than us is gonna care.
What if he played the old guy with the eye patch?
Devin,
that's it.
Oh.
Devin Knight?
Yeah,
Knight Enterprises.
I think it was Devin Knight.
Yeah.
It was like the Ramones. Everybody would name themselves after him. Michael Knight, Devin Knight.
Wait, was it Knight Rider? He was Michael Knight. You're right. So that's why it was Knight Rider. What was the name of the industries?
I think it was Knight Industries.
But Devin was the money.
Oh, I don't know. Shit.
It's been a while. Anywho,
I can't.
Is it going to work? I don't know.
I can't imagine this one working.
I feel like Cobra Kai fizzled out at the end. And speaking of Cobra Kai, we should have led into a movie. I mean, the new Karate Kid did not do well.
No.
And that had in Ralph Macchio and Jackie Chan.
Well, when Karate Kid came out, I remember watching it, being kind of into it because it was nostalgic to me. Like
Karate Kid or Cobra Kai?
Cobra Kai.
Okay.
Thank you. But yeah, I couldn't imagine. My kid wouldn't care about it. My kid's 21. He wouldn't give a shit.
Right.
Who was that made for? It was made for our age group. It must have been. And I think the only way this is going to work is by aiming it towards us. And you got to have the Hoff. You'll have to.
Gotta.
Drunk with eating a cheeseburger.
And singing in German.
Yeah, you got to have some German singing.
Well, I mean, as long as they're passionate about it, I guess. This is their passion project.
Yeah, give it a shot. Spend some money. It's not my money.
But Cobra Kai, I mean, that was a series. So is this going to be another series or another movie?
Oh, I don't know.
I'm guessing it's going to be a series, but I don't even know if it got into it in the story.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you remember Kung Fury? Did I ever show you Kung Fury?
Wait. Is that what it was called?
Yeah.
I've seen the one where it was like really high, fast punches and like funny kind of, but not supposed to be.
Yeah. Well,
not Kung Pao.
The Way of the Chicken or something like that.
The Way of the Fist.
The Way of the Fist. The Way of the Chicken. What was I thinking?
Chicken Jockey. You're Chicken Jockey.
Oh, no. No, this thing was called Kung Fury, and it was a 10-minute movie on YouTube. And it was made with just over-the-top CGI. It was built around like a soundtrack of synthwave. And, it's great. You got to look it up. You have to look it up. And Hasselhoff is in it.
Oh.
Briefly. There's like a kit sort of thing in there.
Then I didn't see this.
And he does a song for it. They actually made a sequel to that movie. But the movie, this is kind of a news story that I didn't put in here that's just coming to me. The sequel to Kung Fury is stuck in like development hell. Like for some reason, they can't get this movie over the line, but it's got Michael Fassbender and Arnold Schwarzenegger in it.
Really?
They dropped 10 minutes of leaked footage, quote, leaked footage,
right.
Which is basically like, we made this movie, now we can't get it done.
Yeah.
So let's just show what, and Hasselhoff is in it again. And in this, you see him turn into a car. It's absolutely ridiculous, dude. He turns into the Kit car. It's not called Kit in the movie, but it's like the same thing as Kit.
Oh my God.
Oh, it's so funny.
No, I mean, I have to watch it. I'm due for watching something entertaining because I haven't watched much.
Oh, I guarantee you'll like
I
it.
can't say that. Stay Tuned was funny. It was enjoyable, but Zardoz just sucked the life out of me.
Well, Kung Fury and this little Kung Fury 2 leak, they're 10 minutes long. Actually, I think Kung Fury's 30 minutes.
Still, this might be the resuscitation I need.
It will be. I'm telling you. I'm so glad I'm introducing this to you. Everybody out there, go watch Kung Fury.
Oh my god,
It's free on YouTube.
Well, when you said it, I was thinking Samurai Cop. That's the last thing on YouTube you showed me was Samurai Cop.
I don't even remember Samurai. Oh, yeah, the guy
You
with the long
remember
hair.
Samurai Cop?
Yes.
But for those out there that don't know about Samurai Cop, go check it out.
Check that one out, too.
Definitely worth it on YouTube. Go do that now. Do that before Zardoz. Do that before anything else. Set yourself up high, then go low.
Nice.
Having said that, good talking to you all. We'll talk to you next week, and see you then.
Ah!